Alright then, hello, and welcome to the third shitty horror game that I decided to play. This one's a doubly scary game, because it's not just a shitty horror game, but it's a shitty horror game made by Digital Homicide, and anybody who knows who they are knows we're in for some fucking shit. I'm like one of the few people in the world who has a copy of this, and I'm probably the only person this year who has... I thought the game crashed then. It just sort of alt-tabbed. God, this is jank. It's kind of creepy, all these people just staring at me. Are these enemies, or... I couldn't actually tell you. Okay, so I took a key. There's a jukebox, but you can't interact with it. That's a bit of a shame. So yeah, the way that this game kind of plays is how like a shovelware game would play in the 90s, where you just get dropped into it and there's like no opening cutscene or no text crawl or anything to establish anything. Bearing in mind, this guy used to believe he made high art, and that anyone who criticised him was a fucking asshole. Oh, there's a flashlight at least. That flashlight is fucking ghoulish, by the way. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? I'm just shining it on the floor. That's completely useless. Who the fuck walks around like this? I like how it's not too obvious where you're meant to even go. Am I supposed to go towards the returned over there? Or do I like... I don't know. Did anyone remember that? The returned? That French thing, I think it was. With where the dead people came back. That was a show. Oh, donuts. And pies. Why are they all glistening? That's... I think this actually, I can't... It's hard to compare. But I think this might be the best of the Digital Homicide game. I say that and he just slides towards me like this. But I think this actually was possibly the best Digital Homicide game. Oh, shit. Okay, missed some important steps in previous areas. Look around the fuel tanks. Ah, there we go. Oh god, this is AIDS. See, it's not like No More Room in Hell where you check your magazine by like actually checking your magazine, which would have been kind of cool, but no. No More Room in Hell is great. But yeah, The Returned is... It has hero syndrome, where like the plot just feels like it's written by a different person every week, and it has like the stakes of a fanfic written by a 13-year-old. I don't understand how people who write like that get to make television shows. Oh good, dying actually has no impact on anything at all and none of it matters. Okay. My question is though, like... There we go, so I got the gun. Except there's more enemies that I have to shoot. Should I get the flashlight? Yeah, I'll get the flashlight. I guess. Do I need to get the keys again, or do I own the keys? This music is so stock. See, I have nothing now, so I'm kind of fucked. Oh, fuck off. Oh, they can just walk through doors, apparently. I thought that was a gun that I could pick up. What's even hurting me? What the fuck? By the way, I just want to point out, somebody got sued for saying this game was shit. I just want to point that out, because I do feel like it's worth mentioning. Somebody got sued because they said that this game was shit. See, look at this. What am I supposed to do with it? I don't have the means to kill them. Oh, yes, I do. So I'm guessing nothing is going to kill me again. That's the thing. Shutting the door behind you in a horror game like this should at the very least slow the monsters down. But it doesn't. It does nothing. The fuck was that? Yeah. Where did that even come from? Oh, this game is utter shite, by the way. Don't sue me, Romine Brothers. I'm sorry that I said your game that's shite is fucking shite. We contribute a lot to the games industry, we do. You know, it's kind of funny, like, I kind of picked this out because I didn't know when else I'd fucking play it. I have for years ummed and ahed over doing like a digital homicide special at Curiosity's sake, but the games are so shit. I legitimately don't know if I'll ever be able to do it. Because like, that's the thing, like, you talk about a game that's, you know, actually worth money, and like Resident Evil 6, for example, you could talk about like why aspects of it don't work, and why this and why that, and then you play this fucking shit, and someone who's never seen a video game in their life can tell you why this game is dog shit. My dad could tell you why this game is dog shit, and he's not even ever... The last time he played a video game, I think it was like Lego Star Wars in 2005. Like, that was the last time he played a video game, and that was because he played it with me as a kid. And even he could tell you exactly why this game is shit. It's kind of funny as well that they insisted that their contribution to the video games industry was significant. See, they don't make a sound when they come towards you, which isn't by design, it's just incompetence on the developer's part. Like, if they were like wraiths or something, like ghosts, and that's why they didn't make a sound, that would make sense. But these are demons that physically exist. They clearly weigh something. They should, with their footsteps, make a sound, unless there's an established reason why they don't. And that means that they get a hit on you before you can do anything about it, and that's why the game is absolute dog shit. If you go in a building, you are so vulnerable because you can't see them coming towards you, and they can just come towards you for no reason other than just... they decided fuck you, I guess. Like, the people who made this legitimately acted like they were legitimately offended when people said that their games are shit, but, I mean, look at this shit. I did try to have a bit more of a positive attitude towards this in the beginning, but it's already getting under my fucking skin with how badly designed it is. It's also kind of dumb in a survival horror game that I can already have 130 shots in my pistol. Like, I mean, if I want to be positive, the assets that they took from the asset store are nice. They actually have, like, quite a good bit of thematic, what do you call it? Like, cohesion. This looks like a real video game if you squint. Admittedly, the HUD elements of it, like those objectives, whilst I do appreciate them being there, the HUD elements look like absolute shit. I think that I'd actually be lying if I said that it didn't look like absolute shit. This looks like I developed it. And that's one of the things that I don't think they ever got into their thick skull. A lot of people can do better than this, who have never developed a video game in their life. There's a game my friend developed a few years ago with some friends. I'd really like to highlight that as an example of a game which I don't think I could make myself. But this being cobbled together Unity store assets, I could do this myself. In fact, at several points throughout the years, I've actually considered, like, doing this myself. And the only reason why I've not done it is because, honestly, I don't know what purpose it would serve. I wouldn't sell the game on Steam, that's for fucking sure. But I would love to just make a game like this. Or even remake this exact game and then say, there, I recreated your art despite not knowing what the fuck I'm doing. It shows how useful you are. You have missed some important steps in the previous area. Okay. What important steps? Find the houses across from the store. Find the shotgun. Oh, okay, so that's a separate objective. Okay. I misunderstood. I thought that find the shotgun was part of that first objective. That's a me thing, admittedly. Just being dumb. But then again, this game is giving me terminal brain rot, so... Good, we found the shotgun. We took the floating shotgun shells out of the air, so that's good. It's still kind of sad. I'd still say that this is the best game Digital Homicide ever made. Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of subjective. I mean, every one of them has unique problems that makes it like... For example, the Temper Tantrum music, there's one track, right? And they basically, from what I understand, recorded it off of something. And you can actually hear the Romance Brothers talking in the background of that game's soundtrack, which I find hilarious. That's not a problem in this game. But then again, Temper Tantrum worked better than this piece of shit. You see, that was one thing, like, they talked about, like... Oh, people just want AAA masterpieces. Like, every fucking game that You know, everybody who says that that situation is ridiculous. Is really just demanding that every game they buy on Steam is Baldur's Gate 3. And no, you know, I'm happy with a Devoid of Shadows every now and then, or a Stardew Valley. I'm not happy with whatever this dog shit is. That's the other thing as well. The fact that they sell these games makes them just infinitely worse. Like... where are they all coming from? Like, actually, it does my head in. Right, I'm looking around. I don't see any. I don't hear any. And he just walks through the wall. Oh, but far be it for I to say that this game is fucking dog shit. No, it's not. Clearly that's fucking slander or something to say that a game like this that's that fucked is dog shit. The fucking chairs clip through the furniture and look like an item you can take. I envy whatever that person used to be. Fuck off, I'm trying to make a goof. I envy that person. I don't know how alive they were as they were that torn apart. But you know what? They had a better night than I'm having right now. Right, what the fuck is this? You see, you open these drawers and they have nothing in them. Oh look, the exact same massacre in the exact same hotel room. Because all hotel rooms are completely uniform. Gotta love as well that the fucking reload animation is just put one shotgun shell in the shotgun and yeah, that's it. That's sorted. I mean, I know it's inconvenient to have like the shells being put in, but bear in mind that in a survival horror, you're kind of inconvenience is actually a good bit of game design. See, where did that come from? Did anyone see that coming? Because I sure as fuck didn't. Yeah, like, if you play Silent Hill 2, for example, which is a good game that someone actually thought about whilst making it, you'll know that fucking combat in that game is clunky and awful because it's meant to be. That's one thing I like about No More Room in Hell, which is like this, but not shit. That the environment is clunky. Not the environment, sorry, the combat is clunky. Especially the first, like, the melee combat, which you end up relying on a lot. But that's kind of the point. Because it makes fighting a zombie a calculated or uncalculated risk. Whereas in this game, I don't know what it's going for. You see, I get an M16 like 2 minutes into the game. Oh, sorry, 19 minutes and 24 seconds into the game. Don't want to misrepresent how shit this is. See, you end up just standing in the middle of a fucking field, because otherwise you can't hear what's coming up behind you. Collect explosives, then head to the house on the hill. Where are the explosives? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, is there a guide on how to hear something that doesn't make a fucking sound? These creatures, right, in the fucking quiet place, they'd rule the world, because nothing would be able to hear them. The monsters from the fucking quiet place wouldn't be able to hear them. And they can hear someone sneeze from 3 towns away. See, that's the thing, like, in a survival horror, you're supposed to want to survive. You're supposed to... If you ever have the attitude of, oh shit, I'm dead, I guess I'll just try that again, your survival horror is an abject failure. If you have the option of, I'm not going to bother preparing or covering my tracks, because it really doesn't fucking matter anyway, then you failed as a survival horror. See, scanning this room, checking my corners and everything like that, has no impact on the game. Because enemies just turn up out of fucking nowhere, so what is the point? I didn't think this would be the kind of game where I just turned into this moniole, but nah, it annoys me. Collect explosives, then head to house on the hill. Oh, I have the explosives? Okay. It said that I didn't, but okay. Or maybe I'm just stupid. I like that you just find C4. Oh, hello. Oh, they just disappear. After saving the worshippers, you detonate the explosives, slaying and destroy the shrine. What new terrors lie waiting on the next mission? We don't know because they never added it. Jesus Christ. That was... Wow, okay. That was Devil's Share. Well, that was Devil's Share's main mode. There is another mode called Silly Mode. Okay, interesting, cool bug factor. I can't, like, click on anything now. The game's, like, fucked. By the way, for those of you who don't know, these guys sued someone for $15 million for saying their games are shit. I just want to make that record in the video.
Professor Curious is okay.